Tonight's Sports Beat is being brought to you by Reineke Lincoln Mercury Mazda on Cable Road in Lima. Experience the difference when only the best will do.
The Great Lakes Collegiate League's been a springboard for baseball players to jumpstart their careers for the past 21 years. But over a two-decade span, no one's left Lima and made quite the living in baseball like former Blues catcher Eric Wedge. He's known as the reigning American League Manager of the Year, who led the Cleveland Indians to their first postseason appearance since 2001. But for the former Major League catcher, it all began 21 years ago when the Great Lakes Collegiate Baseball League and the career of Eric Wedge was born.
There was a lot of interesting experiences, but the one thing we were able to do was to get through the year, and the league was able to survive, and obviously it's just flourished since then. So it was a great experience for me. I think it was great that the league held on, and really helped my career.
And after the summer of '87, that career took off, as the former Blues catcher went on to play 8 seasons in professional baseball. And then he worked his way up as a manager through the Indians organization, using skills he learned from his time in West Central Ohio.
From a leadership standpoint, being a freshman, being one of the younger players there, there was some animosity, I think, towards the league, and just because there was a lot of bumps in the road, and we had to have some tough conversations and some tough times, to where we had to stick together, and so I think it allowed my personality to come out more than once, and but the league was very competitive as well, so that was those are what I remember.
In just one season in Lima, the Blues catcher hit .352 with 8 home runs and 31 RBIs. But that was all the time he needed to earn himself team and All-Star Game MVP honors. But how did a 19-year-old from Fort Wayne, Indiana, find his way to Lima? As it turns out, the answer's just a few miles from Simmons Field. And that person's Jim Martz, an Elida native and Major League Baseball scout for more than 3 decades, who quickly noticed the high school sophomore's rare talents.
I saw a young man was a catcher that really jumped out at me. I'm always at the game early, and saw this young guy showed some power in batting practice, showed an average Major League arm, showed tremendous leadership qualities for young 16-year-old players. And I called his parents over in Fort Wayne and kind of schmoozed them a little bit and told them what a great place it would be for Eric to play, and they could come over and see him play. And as they say, the rest is history.
And over the course of that one summer, the Blues catcher matured both on and off the field.
And he literally became a boy that became a man, and developed into a solid Major League prospect, and that was playing right here in Lima.
The opportunity and to be seen and exposure, and to play other players that you don't get a chance to play to during the college season, that was why we did it. I think it was a very competitive summer league, and it's a great opportunity, I think, for young players to go out there and play.
And playing ball is what the Blue and Orange continue to do 21 years later. Could the Indians make it 2 in a row tonight in Cleveland? Highlights are next when your Sports Beat returns.